Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our showmanship finalists in our land division at this year's show. Here we talk about, that's some experience doing the judging and stuff. I've probably had as much or more experience, going around the state and in the country putting on showmanship clinics, whether it be for cattle, for lambs, for goats and stuff. So it's something that I know what I want these exhibitors to do. And again, it's something each judge will maybe have some little different things that they like to see. But the bottom line on any showmanship class is having that animal look its absolute best each and every time the judge looks at him, comes up to handle him or whatever. And that's the trick. And however you get to do that, those are the things that count. But I promise you, you get into these classes, especially like the heavyweight lamb class, when there was 3 or 4 in there really, really close, it gets to be showmanship, can make you either move up a placing or move down a placing or two, depending on how you heard me talk about maybe that champion lamb. The first time I handled him, he didn't handle as good, he didn't push, but the rest of the time he did. Makes all the difference in the world. So showmanship is extremely critical, it's extremely important. Do it. With all that being said, if there's anything in the world that I hate to do is judge showmanship. If you'd asked me just to come judge showmanship today, I wouldn't have done it because I hate doing it. And it's not because I don't know what I want or what needs to be done. I hate judging showmanship because I've got, I don't know how many young people out here, but folks, each and every one of them's working their tails off. They're giving me 110%. They're doing everything they've ever heard any parent, ag teacher, county agent, leader, friend has told them to do when they're showing is going through their head right now. So they're out here working, they're sweating, they're doing everything they know. I've never had a lamb or a goat or a steer or a heifer complain about where I put them in showmanship. They don't care. But maybe they're not giving it all, but each and every one of these young people's working tremendously hard. And as a judge, I hate to try to separate them. But when I know they're all out here, they're giving it their all, they're nervous, they're doing everything they know. So let's give one more round of applause to all these exhibitors for coming back out here and working at this. Because there's no such, you can practice at home, you can do all that, and that's very important, that's very good, because that's where showmanship starts. This needs to be routine to these lambs. You need to be doing this with them every day back at the house, so that when they get in the show ring, they're used to it, they know what's going on, there's no surprise, there's no tricks, there's nothing different. With that being said, as I go out through here, in our lamb show today, there is no one exhibitor that just jumped out at me, that did everything right every time. And that's okay, because we're going, we're learning, and I'm not doing this to criticize you or anything. I'm going to give some comments that will help you do better, down the line, because I think it's important as you go, as you progress, as you go through the shows, you need to learn maybe a little something. And again, this is my opinion today. That and $5 will buy you a cup of coffee somewhere. But since I'm the judge today, that's a pretty important thing being said. With that, I've got 4 individuals out on this side that are, in my opinion, they are your finalists. They're the ones that I thought throughout doing the showmanship class, especially, and back during the classes earlier this morning, did an excellent job. But again, I think it's very, very, very close. Because they're all doing pretty good things. With that being said, it comes down to 2 of y'all. And it's going to be you two young people right here. Part of that, again, a little older, able maybe to better handle the lambs and stuff comes in with it. Young lady, you did so good. You did so good on here. Like when you did, don't need to put that in there. I know you painted him, you love him, and that's good. But you keep both hands up over there. If you need to do that to get it straight or something, then you keep those hands there. But you did good. You had your lamb set up as good from front to back and on either from the side as anybody. A little trouble when I came up to handling, getting it to push. But as you get bigger and a little bit stuff, you'll get better, more practice. But you did an outstanding job. You did an outstanding job. You had it set up good. Maybe sometimes it would push for me when I handled it. Sometimes it didn't. Sometimes you had it set up with legs straight and stuff. Sometimes you didn't. But you were very close. A lot of times you got to where you were We talk about keeping an eye on the judge. You did excellent at that, but sometimes you were watching me more, and the lamb would move his leg and get it off. You need to always, you've heard the expression, keep one eye on the judge and one eye on your animal. I've never seen anybody to do that. Maybe we got geckos out here showing we can do it. But every now and then, glance at those feet and legs, and if they're off, fix them. Because I'm looking at your lamb type stuff, and I'll use that a lot. I'll stare at an exhibitor, and when the legs are off, and just see how long they're going to look at me before they look at their animal. But that's something to remember. Every second or two, keep glancing back. Eye contact with the judge is important, but having that animal set up, looking good from the profile especially, is important. Get down to you two finalists in the middle. Again, we've got two different things. When it comes to somebody that's bracing their animal and did the best job with that, young man, that's you. Congratulations on that. When I came up and handled it, a couple times he go over it, my hand never came off of it. You held it good. He pushed every single time, and I appreciate that. Now, a couple times though, when I get out here, you'd have him too stretched out, or those legs wouldn't be exactly right, and that kind of, maybe sets you back. The young lady I've got here, she was one, until right now, always from the profile, had it looking the best. She had it set up good, fix his back legs, get him right. And stuff. And I mean just almost every time during the contest and stuff like that. But she was one, when it came up to handle it, again, sometimes it would brace, sometimes it wouldn't. It got pretty close in there. So again, I think both of y'all are very, very close. I told you, it gets to little nitpicking things. And when you get in the showmanship finals, y'all are out here, you four ought to be commended. I want to commend each of you exhibitors for coming, getting out here. Again, like we talked, the more you do it, the better you're going to get. Take some of the things I said, practice on that, use those things when you get back. So that way in future years, I expect y'all to be over on this side of the ring when we get into the finals, okay? But y'all are very, very, very close. Really need to work on that bracing. The bracing is important, but you need to work on it. If a judge can't come up and handle your animal, it's very difficult for him to evaluate correctly and put you maybe where you need to be and keeping those feet light. I want to congratulate y'all for being out here in your showmanship finals. Now back to you two. Again, I think it's close. I could go either way. But again, thinking back how everything went throughout the day, keeping stuff looking, young man, congratulations.